Twitch needing to do its stuff, so we're just going to let it run here for a second while we make sure everything's good. It looks like at here. It looks like stream announcements said that the first one went out. That's over on YouTube. So. Oh, and I definitely gave it a different name, so I'm gonna have to change that. Everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" So we'll make that episode 2 then, I guess. All right, I'll fix the splash page instead. I don't know. Or you know what? Let's not confuse people. I don't know what it is. It was working, and then 8 o'clock rolled around when we normally stream, and it was just like, we're gonna stop working.
Decided to be a dink.
Yeah, decided to be a complete lame rod.
Oh my god,
God dare.
Got rid of all of our tags too. I love when Twitch has to just fix stuff.
You've popped up on my Twitch side.
Cool.
Gonna give us a host demo.
Looks like it's like here.
Yeah, it looks like it's working just fine. So we'll do campaign, persistent campaign. Oh, I just deleted a bunch of my tags again. Why would you do that? Good characters. All right. Actual title is Into the Woods We Go. Because, you know, Witchlight. Alright, there's that. If this were a normal week, we would be right on time. However, I do apologize to our audience. We planned to have actually started a half hour ago. So, you know, just be prepared for us to show up at 8 o'clock from now on.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Circumstances. Okay.
Oh, there's the Twitch notification.
And
I don't know what's going on with the sound bot. It just does not want to work today.
Was Fastboat the one doing it before in the other stream too?
Yep. The other bot got killed, so this is the only one I can use. So,
oh.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if I can quickly find a new Discord music bot. Because Fazboat is shortly wearing out its welcome.
Alright.
Does Roll20 have its own music bot thing?
It used to, and then they got rid of it. Yeah, that was years ago. Once upon a time, it had a really good music player, and then it was like, but what if we didn't? It was like, but could you? So let's see here. Right, I got distracted looking for music bots. Me6 can really. Alright, so there's apparently one called Hydra. Hail Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra.
So I'm gonna bring Hydra over. Give it access to our... sure. I am human. Are you human? Alright, so... Did it join? Oh, Hydra just invited itself to the birthday shoutouts? That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, let's kill this bot. Stop. I gotta figure out the commands for Hydra. Go away. Pop-ups trying to get me to buy stuff.
I find threats of incredible, undescribable violence helps.
Yeah. I will purge the... Did it join the Discord? Or the voice?
Wouldn't it be a first,
Excuse me.
bless you.
Thank you.
Wouldn't it be a first episode without butler technical difficulties?
Yeah, wouldn't be a first episode. Should stay in his channel 24/7. Toggle of autoplay should automatically play songs. But what songs should it automatically be playing? How do I generate this? Get out of here. Ah, here we go. Oh, I can show lyrics. That's neat. Play file. Play list. I just wanted to play the thing. Goodness, is this not good at all? Okay, I think I found it. A totally different set of commands from the rest of the other bots. Let's see if this will work. I also have to remember where I pulled that song from. Y'all should like keep talking and sound really interesting while I'm working out the technical difficulties.
I'm also trying to get stuff together.
Y'all is an all-encompassing statement for everybody present.
Y'all. I mean,
yeah,
Words that are
we've removed.
things.
Oh, so okay, so Hydra can't play YouTube songs, so I guess you don't get to stay here either, Hydra.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that was the whole reason I grabbed you.
I mean, I have Spotify if the music's on there.
But you have to do thing for that. Me6 can do it. Okay. So Me6, how do I get you to play music?
Do it, Me6.
Mr. Me6, look at me. Oh, they got an update. Look at that.
Let's see. There it is.
I want your music commands. Alright.
Hi, outro.
To enable this. Sorry? What?
Yay, I'm helping.
What did you do? What's happening? What's going on?
I just made tokens.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Oh,
Well, somebody else went yay,
is our
so I
talk
wasn't
coming
sure.
out to the channel? Because I just checked over at the Twitch page and saw outro is here.
Hi, Outro.
Hi, Outro.
You are here now. Welcome to the chat room.
Welcome, Outro.
Why does it keep saying welcome to the chat room so much? Are we losing connection? I don't know about it. No, I think we're still okay. Hi, Outro. Here you are. Here you are. We're just trying to get the music bot working, but I told I told Meeseeks to be able to play music now, so let's see if this works. Because Hydra once again has disappointed me. Play the song, Meeseeks. Do it. God damn it. Join Meeseeks. Okay,
Whoa.
cool.
Hello.
Heard the bing.
Play. He's here. But it's not playing the music. Add a song to the queue. Start playing song from queue. Okay, hold on. Let's try. Add. Okay, why are you like this? I just want to play fucking music. Oh, here we go. This'll let me. Oh, okay. Upgrade to premium, and then I can add music. All right.
Oh.
Well, how much is your premium? Because also people need to stop texting me while we're working. All right. Ooh, $12 a month. Gross.
Yes. No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just have this playing in the background here for me. Sorry, guys, no music, but I'll figure out what's happening with Fazbot and get him working again.
No worries.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's we've held up long enough. Let's get rolling here.
All right. Well, first off, I believe we have a sponsor.
Yeah, you want to take it away?
Oh, do I get to do it this time?
You're the one in charge today.
Well, all right. Hello, everybody. This is we are on Partyweight Games channel, sponsored by GrindingCoffee.co company. But this is great coffee, very delicious. Oh, hey, we have our picture showing now. Fantastic.
No, unthinkable,
Unthinkable,
inconceivable.
But you know what is thinkable?
Hey.
Grinding Coffee Cup.
Grinding Coffee Cup.
Grinding Coffee Cup.
Grinding Coffee Cup.
But yeah, fantastic coffee, run by Black LGBT plus folks. What were the three you got again? I only remember Gay Agenda because it sounded so happy.
Well, first of all, the Gay Agenda coffee was delicious. We also had the Bourbon Delight and the Turtle one. I haven't tasted it yet, so I couldn't tell you what it was called. They also are promoting the flavor pumpkin spice now, so fuck yeah, pumpkin spice.
Yeah, pumpkin spice.
I got the Bourbon Delight. I had... Oh, actually, no, it was the Mexican chocolate was the one I had, I think. Which,
well...
yeah, Mexican chocolate. Chocolate, cinnamon, and vanilla. Fuck yeah.
Well, remember to go to grindingcoffee.co. Use your reference code PARTYWEIGhtGames to get a 10% discount and enjoy some great coffee.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, everyone. Hello. I am Shae. You can find me my new handles as Shae the Fey. I am going to be the DM today, and for this ongoing campaign with lots of fairies and Feywild shenanigans. Because when this came out, I mean, hey, it was like it was made for me.
It was made for us.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to run this game. And I have 4 players, one of which is not here today, but will be joining us next week for a full party.
They're here in spirit.
They are here in spirit. So I'm going to... I have everything I need, I believe. And I suppose... We will. Before we do get into it, I would like to introduce give your name and say who you're playing today.
Hi, I just killed the music. God damn it. I love me today. I'm doing so good.
You're
Hi,
juggling a lot.
I'm Rendus of Party Wipe Games. I'm the one running all the technical stuff and screwing everything up. I will be playing my character who has a name. Yeah. I am playing Zashir Pashar. Their pronouns are they, them. They are from the wonderful Arabian Nights. No, they are from Kalimshan, which is not, coincidentally, not the Arabian analog for the Forgotten Realms, because they actually have that a little further east, but the Forgotten Realms only seems to remember the Sword Coast, and everything else is literally forgotten. But they are from Kalimshan, which is why they have such a wonderful sounding name that just rolls off the tongue.
All right, let's move on over to Stefan.
Hi everybody, I'm Stefan, known as RQ Stefan on the interwebs, and for this arc, and it's going to be so much fun just playing in this group. Been a dream for a few years. I am playing Uncle Constantine, or Kostya for short, the Icewind Dale forest gnome with the
You had a fun curse
a
too.
creature companion who shines his light through the darkness, helping Kostya to find his way to the next bottle of spirits.
Hello, my soul is a little floating orb. And last, I'm sorry, go on.
I guess that leaves me.
Yep.
Yes, it does. Welcome, Douglas.
So, hi everybody. I am Dougler93. It's great to be here. I am playing the Changeling Wizard Shell. They are essentially on a journey to find their people. I hope I can be entertaining.
I do. I am. The other reason I had y'all speak your characters is because I need help pronouncing some of their names.
we definitely made it easy for you.
Yeah. Well, I think in this case, I believe I will start off. I believe I'm going to start off with Stefan, just because of the order that we that your origins have been set up. So, for Constantine, the traveling extravaganza known as the Witchlight Carnival visits your world once every 8 years or so. You have a dim memory of sneaking into the carnival as a child without paying a ticket. The memory has grown foggy over time, though it still conjures a weird mixture of emotions. Wonder and awe mixed with loss and regret. However, during this childhood visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. Silly little screeching cricket, you forgot to buy a ticket, said Witch. The carnival goes round and round, said Light. The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost, added Light. But as time passed, your heart grew less heavy, and you gave less and less thought to those childhood events. Now, for reasons you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you have lost has resurfaced, and as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel that loss as sharply as it happened yesterday. You have a little bit of information as you are guided by your companion, Shiny, a small little fey. Actually, let's see if I remember how to make this pop up. Actually, I can just... I'm stuck. Okay. I'm just going to give you a handout. Because it's a good time for it, I think. And this will be... And there's your little guy there.
Oh, he's so cute.
But he scurries alongside you on its quite tiny feet as you're making your way through what akins to a pumpkin patch. You heard of someone who has possible knowledge of this carnival and the Feywild in general. So, you make your way there. Would you like to describe your character?
Absolutely. Kostya is he's a winter forest gnome of fairly normal size, so about 2'8" or so. But with another foot or so of his gnome cap that's firmly down over his ears. Contrary to the more temperate climes where the gnome caps tend to be red or green or so forth, Kostya's is a utilitarian brown, but still enough that you can see the top of it bob along through the snowdrifts up in Icewind Dale if you happen to be looking just the right way at the right time. He's got the traditional forest gnome elderly beard. He's getting on a while now. The first time he was lured or arrived or went to the Feywild, he was a young adult, but these days he's well past his middle years, as it were. So his long grey, slightly matted beard with twigs and just general accoutrements of, well, what happens when you walk through the wilderness with a large beard, really. As well as this morning's breakfast, quite possibly. Just wrapped in animal leathers, a big bow strapped on his back, and just whistling tunelessly to himself as he goes, a merry little tune. Making his way across the field, as you say, towards the autumnal display.
As you're crossing, looking for following up on this lead, Shiny does a little turn, having noticed another presence, still moving alongside you. The little glowing orb kind of bobbing behind him. There's someone else who is on this trail as well. Perhaps someone who's also heard of this this fellow who knows about this carnival, who has information on the Feywild. And behind you is on the same path would be Shell, and Shell, you see this gnome along with this small creature. Would you like to describe your... Well, actually, let me see, make sure I don't have anything.
Is Constantine's creature, is it called Bright, or is it a Briganock? A Briganock?
It's called a Briganock, but it's...
What is its name?
Shiny.
Shiny? Okay. I just wanted to change that up.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
I probably should have done
No,
that.
I got it. All good. Shiny.
Shiny.
Chell is
Shell,
there.
you're also in search of answers to some things, and as such, you have been following up on some leads as well. And it seems you're not the only one. You and someone else are on the same trail, making your way through this pumpkin patch to meet a human warlock by the name of Madrick Wasloff. Would you like to describe your character?
Okay, sure. Kel is human. They look to be about mid-20s, maybe like 25. They have brown hair that's a bit long for a guy, a bit short for a girl. Well, it's kind of hard to tell with them, honestly. They're wearing a blue wizard's robe that opens at the front, just show well-worn traveling clothes.
And there's a small cat kind of following to your side in the same manner that you see the small rodent, kind of this walking two-legged rodent moving beside the not far from you. What kind of cat do you have?
So, like you said, it's a small cat. It is mostly black, but it has patches of white on its fur.
And as this cat follows, you and this gnome kind of fall as these trails connect, fall alongside each other, moving in the same direction. Anything you two would like to do or say?
Good morning. Are you off to see this warlock?
If that is indeed what they are, are you also
Sorry, you kind of.
are you also seeking the colors and the music?
Something along those lines, I suppose.
And Kostya will reach in underneath his leather tunic and take out a small pewter tankard and unstopper a bottle of some clear liquid and pour some in and hand it over, going, well, here's to friendship. And he'll take out a tankard that he's got hanging on a chain around his head, pour some into him, and go, that's right, yeah.
I will take the tank. The offer to her, just like that's all. And shoot it back. Like
It's not completely unpleasant.
How strong is it?
It's only 80 proof, I would imagine.
Okay.
So 40%.
Right.
But
I'm starting to smell beforehand, though.
There is quite the it's sort of aniseedy, but also kind of there's a sweetness to it. Possibly due to pine cones.
Alright.
That's bringing back a memory.
To be base, yeah.
I won't have you make a save just yet. We'll see if you keep drinking though. as you all are walking through this pumpkin patch, these pumpkins are becoming gradually larger and larger, enough to where the size of these pumpkins are larger than you. But as you're moving down this trail, you see that amid this pumpkin farm, there is a rustic little farmhouse. You also notice that there are a few rodents, and more notably, there are a pair of pixies fluttering around. One of them near the door, but as these two pixies are flitting about, one of them notices you and gestures to the other one, who flies on inside through one of these windows.
Well, I assume they're here to keep watch. Would you like to knock your shell on me?
No. Probably just as well to just move on through to the door and see if they'll hear our knocks.
Of course. Oh, I'm Chell, by the way.
Oh, terribly amiss of me, Kostya.
Nice to meet you, Kostya. Gonna go up to the door and knock.
As you approach, the one pixie who stayed outside sweeps in front of the door and says, "Oh, right, who are you two?"
I'm Chell. I'm here to see Magical.
This little pixie.
I'm Constantine, and this is. Oh, there you are. That's Shiny.
Shiny kind of does a little salute with the pickaxe. This tiny little toothpick pickaxe. But this pixie kind of like narrows her eyes, hands planted on her hips as she flutters in front of you. I'm not sure we were expecting visitors. And then there's a voice from the inside. You can let them in. And after a moment, she kind of like does that look where she's like sizing you up before glancing down to the two Fey that are by your sides as well, and says, "Well, all right," and turns around, flutters inside, and then you hear a latch, something unlatch, and then another lock undo, and then another latch, and then finally the door opens, and inside is the same fairy. You can come on in.
Thank you very much. And Chell's gonna head on in.
Constantine will follow on, just sort of half climbing up over the threshold, I imagine.
As you enter, you see not just the two pixies there, but you also see an older man. And he's kind of, you see he's by a table, but he's turned to face the door, cane in hand, and just garbed in very dark but patterned attire as he looks to the two of you and says, "Well, what brings you to my home?"
Well,
Chell's gonna look. Oh, go ahead.
well, for me, it's rumors of the carnival.
You see his brow kind of like arc a bit. Ah, well. And as he starts to move, you notice that he does look quite old and frail, but there is a bright smile just like creased on his face, and he says, "Yes, I know the carnival. Oh, sorry, manners. You may call me Madrick Rosloff."
Well,
It's a pleasure to meet you, Matt.
The pleasure's mine. I don't get as many visitors as I used to, and I am not quite out adventuring as I am no longer in my prime. Shall I just call you guests, or do you have names?
Oh. My apologies. I'm Chell.
Pleasure to meet you, Joe.
Constantine, at your service, sir. Good to see someone as young as myself around still.
Well, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well. And you, and he kind of, and he just makes a gesture to the Briganoct at your side. What may I call you, little friend? And the Briganoct, who I believe Briganoct makes a few quick squeaks and chirps, and then he goes, pleasure to meet you as well. And then to the cat that cannot quite speak, but does meow and punch. Well, you mentioned you were interested in the carnival. The one that will be arriving soon, actually. Tell me, what interests do you have?
Well, on my part, I believe I left my wolfie behind some years ago. And I feel I should make at least one more attempt to recover it before, whilst I'm still able.
He kind of like looks at you for a bit before you see him make a quick hand gesture. A little bit of magic just kind of like trailing behind his fingertips as he traces in the air and goes, "Oh, I see." And then glances to your side towards Chell. And you.
I'm looking for more information on the Fey, and I hear the carnival is related to them, so...
It is indeed. Well, since you are both here, I think we can help each other out, actually. You see, I have, well, there's an Archfey that I need to reconnect with, and something has happened. If you are willing in exchange for information, as well as perhaps some treasures I have acquired during my adventuring career, I could pass these treasures along, and the favors owed to you, along with some information that I can give. But I would ask in exchange, during your time in the carnival, if you could search for a way to travel into Prismere, which is a domain in the Feywild, you will find out what, and if you could find out what fate has befallen that Archfey I mentioned that rules it, I would be very grateful. This Archfey, her name is Sibilna, and she is my patron and inspiration, also the source of my power. The thing is, I've been unable to contact Sibilna for the better part of a year, and I fear something terrible has happened. But as you can see, my adventuring days are well beyond me. Sibilna has been good to me, though, and I would like to know she is well before I take my leave, as it were.
Did anything weird happen around the time you stopped being able to contact them?
Well, my power has been waning. I normally would have chalked it up to age, but that's not quite how patrons work.
Is there a usual way you contact them that if we get there we could use to meet them?
You should be able to find her in Prismere. And you should be able to access Prismere through the carnival. I can tell you that every 8 years, this world is visited by this Witchlight Carnival. It's actually recently returned and camped 3 days travel from here. I'm asking now because this Witchlight Carnival might pack up and leave in a week or two, and it contains your only route to Prismere, the Fey Crossing, if you will. If you would just seek Zipilna of Prismere, help her if you can, and return with proof that she is alive and well, and upon your return I can offer all the hard-won earnings of my adventuring career.
That seems quite fair to me.
Additionally, what information I can give you. Sibilna is a bit of a fairy godmother to mortals. She created the carnival as a means by which mortals could enter her realm and beseech her aid. I understand, in looking to Chell, I understand you're looking for information on your history. No better place to find it than in the Feywild itself. And if you are looking for something you lost in the carnival and looking to Constantine, then your best bet to search would be the carnival itself, or perhaps beyond. When last I visited the carnival, it was run by a pair of Shadarkai, named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. I assume they're still in charge. And I dimly recall that Witch and Light acquired the carnival more than 100 years ago from an Eladrin. The name escapes me.
Well, Mr. Constantine, I know we've only just met, but it sounds like two people going together would be better than one alone.
It sounds like we are curiously of one mind in that regard. The more we are together and all that.
Well, if you have any questions, let me know. And as he starts to move about, you see him. You see that the two pixies behind him have been brewing a little bit of tea, fluttering around and carrying these spoon and kettle and cups that are much too large for them. Presumably, it's for you. After you also notice that couple rodents, some of the mice start nudging these chairs to push them out a little bit. It appears that the tea is ready. He kind of moves to sit down.
Very much obliged.
Yes, thank you very much. Charles is gonna sit down and kind of pick Punch up and just sit him in their lap.
Punch curls up and does not move.
So you said the carnival will be leaving in about a week's time. Is there a risk of it leaving with us still in it?
If you decided to join it, then perhaps.
Okay.
I know these things can be a little bit, perhaps, fluid and ephemeral, but the last time that you had the opportunity to see your patron, how would you describe them?
Of course. Well, Zybilna has many forms. She has forms that are brilliant, secretive, wise. When she presents herself to mortals, though, Zybilna usually assumes the form of a statuesque woman with long white hair and a small tattoo shaped like a chicken's foot below one eye. Her domain, Prismere, is a place of light and delight. Zybilna herself dwells in the Palace of the Heart's Desire, a magnificent structure in the heart of her domain. I'm gonna say... Or I'm gonna ask, would either of you like to have a buried memory?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, roll me a d8.
Okay. 1d8. That'd be a 3.
As he gives the description of Zybilna, you recall someone matching that description who scared away a bully who antagonized you as a child.
Huh. I think I might have met her once before.
Then perhaps fate has guided you here.
Maybe. It was that's a really long time ago.
Memories are precious things, but when dealing with places like the Feywild, they can have such a strong impact. Be sure to keep them close.
I'll do my best.
Now, since I don't usually have guests, you two are welcome to spend the night before leaving. Otherwise, you are welcome to go as you wish, and I'm afraid I'm not quite as good, not quite up to traveling as I used to be. I'd only slow you down.
Well, that's quite alright. Oh, one more question. You said the way into Prismere is through the carnival. Is there a certain way we could tell where in the carnival it would be?
You see him kind of like furrow his brow as he thinks and shakes his head. I'm afraid not. Um, you should be able, if you make the right friends, they might be able to help guide you there. I'd offer to plane shift you myself, but as I mentioned before, my power has been waning over this past year.
Yes, we don't want to put too much strain on you. Uh, I'd gladly accept the place to stay for the night. It'd probably be better to leave in the morning for the full day's worth of traveling.
Alright. Well, and he glances over his shoulder. Do either of you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Right. So you would hear him say something along the lines of to the pixies, asking them to set up a place for you two to rest. My friends will assist in getting you settled in, but I'll get started on something for you to eat tonight. And he rises from his chair and starts to move as the pixies flutter off. Is there anything you two would like to do?
Nothing comes to mind for me. Constantine?
I think things seem clear enough. It's good to have a firm direction at least, and I have a feeling that perhaps the good lady of light might know how I can recover that which was lost. So it's all for the good, I think. But that's all for the morning. As well to start on a rested head and a breakfasted stomach, as it were.
Not agree more.
And so you two are able to turn in for the night, and with directions provided to you, the next day you're able to make your way to, as mentioned before, 3 days travel to find the Witchlight Carnival, which starts at 8 in the evening, letting people in. Let me save that. But as you make your way there, you can see that that right outside of a nearby town, there is a large carnival set up just on the outskirts, taking up a good portion of land that's just kind of set aside. You hear cheering and laughter, and you see some things in the air, and as you start to draw closer, you do notice that there's indeed horses and carriages that move about and fly. some settling down before magically unpacking themselves, or vice versa. But as you draw close, this evening at about 8 o'clock, there is a line there, and as you step in line, let me have a full list. Isabella, on how to pronounce things. Alright, so as you're approaching, oh my goodness, where is it? Here we go. You start to notice the first stars of night twinkling. The sunset is a soft apricot, and you see also flying through the air giant dragonflies trailing streamers as low mist curls on the ground, and through a floral archway you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures, elf stiltwalkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere, laughter, pixie dust, bubbles, and a wistful tune of a calliope. As you're getting closer, you do notice that at the entrance there is a ticket booth offering these tickets to be sold to the fairgoers. As you approach, you see that there is a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of this ticket booth, surrounded by fluttering butterflies that just seem to hover about. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky, with shooting stars streaking across of it. At the entrance, do you guys just get in line, or do you slip past?
I'm gonna get a line.
Okay.
Yeah, I think getting in lines. There's a vague recollection in the back of Kostia's head of being berated by something rather dark and very large and somewhat scary.
Good to know. All right.
Yeah, pretty sure Fey Vengeance is kind of a bit tilted.
As you two are approaching, you do see that in this ticket booth there is an elderly goblin that is perched on the counter. As you get to your place in the line, as you reach the booth, this goblin peers at you quizzically, but does so through a spyglass. And as he moves this spyglass over, he kind of like squints his eyes as if trying to see, and goes, "Ah, oh, welcome. Greetings, fairgoers."
Hi, good afternoon. Can we have 2 tickets to the fair, please?
2 tickets. And how shall I address you, my fair friends? And as he starts to,
My name is Chell.
Chell.
It's a pleasure.
He pauses for a minute. The ears kind of like twitching before he looks to Constantine. Oh, hold on. And he leans down and pulls out an ear horn and leans over. Did you say shall?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Are you? And he puts the ear horn down and pulls out the spyglass to look through again. Ah, yes. Do you have a friend?
I have my friend Constantine here, and also Paunch over here, but that's my Paunch ticket as well.
No, that would be a dick move, I think. But you see him kind of pause for a minute before reaching under the counter and pulling out a note and kind of like holds the spyglass up to it to read it. Oh, well, you, someone actually, purchased a pair of tickets for you. Each ticket.
Oh, really?
He pulls out the 2 tickets. Each ticket is good for 8 events or rides or whatever you see fit to use them for, and offers this pair of tickets to both you and Constantine. If you want additional tickets, they would be 8 silver pieces.
I think our 8 we have right now will be good, but if we do need more, we'll come back. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the fair.
Thank you. Oh, before we run off, is there anyone you would suggest that we visit that could show us around, or at least give us a bit more information about the fair and the various events?
Why, probably. Pauses for a minute. You could ask. I kind of like seems to have a brief brain fry as he kind of like as if he's trying to recall different names. You could ask. Craig. Yeah, no, Envy's busy. Blow maybe. No, Giant Swan. She might help. I don't know. You'll have to talk to them. I'm sorry, I can't be more help. I can't leave my post.
We've been plenty of help already. Thank you, love.
Alright. Oh.
We'll be seeing you later.
You mentioned you didn't want any extra tickets, but just so you know, if you didn't want to pay for any extra tickets, I am willing to make a one-night pact for another ticket.
A one-night pact?
Yes.
What would that pact involve?
I don't know. Yet.
When would you know?
When we make the pact.
Before the night is over.
If you would like an extra ticket, for each extra ticket, we can shake hands and we'll make a pact.
It is quite the intriguing offer, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline. Constantine, how does that? Would you be interested in pact with this fine gentleman?
I think it may come in handy. I would be happy to make a pact with you for the night, young sir.
Alright, 1 extra ticket for you, and he hands you a ticket, and as he extends a hand to shake.
Of course, you'll reach up to the booth.
Great, now roll me a d8.
Say 4.
4, 4, 4. As he shakes your hand, he says, alright, for tonight, and he pauses for a minute as if thinking, you can't talk about your favorite subject. Whatever that is. I don't know what it is.
But what if our dear Constantine here does?
Well,
a little bit and just force himself a quick shot of clear liquid and downs it completely quietly.
what is Constantine's favorite subject?
Um, strong liquor.
Okay. Now remember, whatever it is, don't talk about it. Could have drawbacks. And as you take the ticket, you do feel kind of like pins and needles on the back of your neck. Oh, and don't forget, at midnight. At midnight, they're doing a big extravaganza in the big top. Remember to check that out.
Of course we will. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. All right. So now there's have to remember to keep an eye on you.
Nothing to worry about there.
Yeah. All right. Can you all see this map?
Yep.
I'm gonna just say
Yep, there we go.
yes because it didn't drag me over.
Did it not?
No, because I'm in as the
Ah,
GM
okay.
as well. I have to flip that.
Okay.
Rejoin as player.
So I want to make a little. I should have thought to make a little party token, but I got some extra tokens that I can.
I mean, you can drop us in here, our actual tokens, because
That's a fair point.
I imagine we're not all in the same spot. Also, just big shout out to that great Easter egg reference down at the bottom of the map. This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan, do you recognize it?
Oh,
I feel like you and I are the only ones old enough to know it.
mystery mine. Yeah.
Whoops.
I know Frost knows
Yeah.
it too.
I don't know.
It's beyond me, unfortunately.
All right.
It's the mine that they go in, or the ride they go on in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The eye in the top is kind of the recognizable, and the dragon mouth.
Yep. There's
I've been
another.
meaning to do a watch party that was from friends. I just keep forgetting to find it.
There's another good reference in here that I know you'll like, Stefan, but I'll let that one happen naturally.
Well, I will admit I was kind of running through the WOTC staff list in my mind of when the we saw the picture of the quest giver, as it were, thinking he looks familiar, but is it, or is it just accidental?
Oh, was it somebody? Who was it?
Madrick.
Gosh, he did look fairly familiar. Madrick Rosloff.
I'll take your word for that because I'm not new to D&D, just new to the canon of D&D.
Yeah, but so for this map here, it's not really to scale, but you've got all these different places that you can visit, and like mentioned before, each ticket is worth 8 visits to these places. The big top, I can tell you, is free. And I will be keeping track of time and what happens. So, as the two of you, the four, with your companions, step into this place, you can hear laughter. You see some children holding their arms of a father, like on either side of them, eating cotton candy. You see as some people are making their way through, kind of like jump in surprise as giant singing flowers burst from the ground and begin to serenade them, much to their delight as they giggle and laugh.
Howdy,
But it's at this point I'm going to ask,
and in all my years of doing videos, I've seen good adventures, I've
where
seen bad adventures, but
I'm going to ask, where is Zashir? And what is she doing?
Sorry, one sec. I just had to
No worries.
restart the music because Dabby Chappy started playing in the background instead of the music. Zashir, they would be busy working the grounds. They work as... MusicBot is not wanting to work. They would be making their time as just one of the walking grounds performers. Probably doing some acrobatics or juggling to attract attention.
Before I forget, Nicholas the Goblin would have handed you guys a pair of fake fairy wings, which I completely blanked on. But he would have told you to be certain to wear them at all times while on festival grounds, or at the very least, just carry them around.
Where the consequences could be dire.
But yeah.
I was gonna put him on.
But yes, like many of these Witchlight hands, which I can actually show you if you want. Like many of these Witchlight hands, you are able to freely walk the grounds and move where you please, performing for different people. You're probably close enough to the entrance that Shell and Constantine could probably see you performing as well. But as you're juggling, what do you juggle?
Flaming swords.
I like it. Give me an acrobatics check.
It sounds death-defying enough. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Yeah. At 11.
You're able to maintain this performance. There's not a massive crowd, but you're kind of keeping it casual at the moment as you move along. You definitely don't drop anything, and good thing too. Flaming swords can probably hurt, but this is second nature to you. So, as one of these Witchlight hands, you've been doing this for a while, and you're able to maintain this just fine. There is an old dog nearby that just kind of lazes around, kind of like every once in a while raising the brow to peek out at you and make sure you're still there, as dogs are wont to do. But I can...
He didn't keep his name change. Gotta fix that now.
Yeah.
different name. It's Emmett.
Different name. Emmett.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. And Emmett's old. He's up there in years, but he's got like he's got some wrinkles and some white fur, and doesn't seem.
Every time he teleports, he piddles a little, but we still love him.
Yes. It is canon now. But he's just staying near you, keeping with the companionship. And as you're performing, excuse me, there are a few children who have stopped to watch this performance with their guardian nearby, keeping an eye. Jell and Constantine are both walk by as well. Is there anything anyone would like to do? I imagine a pair of certain guests who are looking for some help.
Greetings, gentlemen. You look like you're lost and in need of service. And I'm gonna juggle the swords dangerously close to them now.
Make another acrobatics check.
Oh, check the wizard.
Whoop.
Oh, the god.
20. What does this look like?
I do the cool thing where it's like it goes under the leg real quick and then up into the air, and then it looks like it's about to slice Shell in half, but then it's gonna get caught, and then there's gonna be one where it's tossed directly at Constantine, and then the blink dog is going to like borf, and it's gonna appear and it's gonna catch it, and then it's gonna borf and juggle it back, and then borf back to its porch, and it just looks incredible.
And it is absolutely fantastic. And at that moment, as you do this, there's instantly a good number of people in the crowds who pause and start clapping and cheering. Shell, there's a tiny bit of dog pee on your shoe, but other than that, you're fine.
No, chooses to ignore that and just applaud with the crowd, like, yes, actually, we could use a little help. Constantine, you were looking for something specifically for yourself as well as our friend, correct?
Indeed, but I suspect that that might best be found through the one we're looking for, as it were.
What are you looking for?
My Wolfie. I lost him some visits ago.
Well, there is the lost and found. You could start there.
That does sound like a good idea.
Couldn't hurt.
Worst case scenario, it might be at snail racing. But that also seems unlikely.
Would you by chance be able to give us directions or
Of course.
take us there if you're able to?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you very much.
If you want to give me the directions, I can take them for you. And they'll hold out a hand.
Oh, we don't quite know where the lost and found is. We're hoping you can tell us.
I suppose. Well, I can do that. But first, I'm never good at this. What if I were to say that... You know what? Forget it. Let's just go. And they'll start leading them to lost property.
Alright. So you start to lead them along. You all pass the calliope that is playing music, and it's actually not that far to Lost Property. As you approach, outside the Lost Property wagon is a very large feline creature with midnight blue fur. There's a pair of tentacles extending from her back,
Oh my.
and there are fake butterfly wings that are attached to them. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roundhouses with two young boys. One squeals, "Again, Dearla! Again!" while the other hangs onto the creature's neck. I have another handout. Whoops, wrong page. You would see this lovely lady right here.
Oh my god,
Aw.
so fluffy.
Kitty whippets with wings.
And those and as you get closer, you would notice that these wings are fabricated and they're attached to two long tendrils extending from her back. And you also notice there are 6 pairs of legs, or 3 pairs of legs, making 6 legs.
Got legs for days.
But you approach as
Except for Sundays.
Yeah. You approach as this large feline figure appears to be keeping an eye on these children. The tendrils kind of like furl out and wrap around the child again before buffeting outward, making these butterfly-like wings flap. The girl kind of is the little girl along with the boy has a small cup that she's drinking from. When you arrive, or I'm sorry.
Oh no, that
Two
was
boys.
just.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 2 boys. For some reason, I thought girl because there's a girl in the picture. You know what? It's a boy now. We don't judge.
What's a boy now?
The girl in the picture.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it
I
says
think it's a manly color.
That's fine. No, listen, this is the Feywild.
Yes.
You can be whatever you want to be.
But there you have it. Oops. So this here you would know that this is Dear Legrand. She is in charge of the Lost Things wagon.
Dear Legrand, Dear Legrand, Dear Legrand, Dear Legrand, Dear Legrand, Dear Legrand, Dear Legrand.
She stares at you. Can I help you?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Are these
Says
children
Dear.
lost things as well? Can I have one?
There is like
I want the one in the pink dress.
there's a gentle chuckle. I'm merely watching them until their mother returns.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm very sorry.
We have a guest who had lost an item several years ago, and they are hoping it is still here.
I see. Who would this be? There are many things do go missing. The Witchlight Carnival
Yes.
never come back. Are you sure it could still be here?
Hopefully.
There is hope.
So it was this one, the one who had grown the beard in the time that they had forgotten this, as I said, centuries ago.
Not unusual for the this fair now, is it? And she's cut off a moment, and as one of the boys picks up what appears to be a mirrored ball from the lost property wagon, and you know dear Legrand to be of a very pleasant disposition, especially for a creature of what she is. And it is very rare for her to be angry, but you notice that as this child picks up the ball, one of the tendrils just reflexively whips out and snatches the ball back with just the slightest bit of a snarl.
Is there any indication that the child might be harmed by that?
Nope.
Okay.
But it is enough to startle this child who gasps and starts to flee in fright. Dear Legrand stands up, like almost instantly realizing the mistake. But she pauses for a minute, as if she's about to go after the child and retrieve them.
Now it's a lost child. Can I have that one?
She looks to you. I cannot leave Alwyn alone. Would you?
Can I have that one then? I'll keep great questions. I will not ask questions and keep a great eye on them.
We'll assist keeping an eye on them if that makes you feel better.
If you bring Vero back to me, I will let you take something from the lost items.
Wow. So even if the thing they left just yesterday isn't here, then I can still have something?
Yes.
Amazing. I love the way this place works. You heard them. There's a chance you can find your thing from last week.
And I guess we'd best be looking after the child.
Yes, I mean, the child's been gone for at least 7 days. They might be dead. Hopefully not. Time is wasting. Why are you all staring at me? We should go find them.
I was staring, yes.
I'm gonna go look for this child.
Alright. Anyone who's looking for Vero may make a perception check.
And I have advantage because I would know where all the children like to hang out.
Yes, but you also have disadvantage because this is a very flighty child.
Damn. Alright.
So it cancels out.
So, that means I gotta roll twice and take the middle two.
Middle two.
12.
Oh dear.
Hey.
Hey, 17.
Or 17.
Or 17. So you all start to look. It is Chell who spots them first, but excuse me, sorry. You do see that Vero has not gotten too far. You're able to locate him fairly quickly, and you just have to keep notes. But you're able to locate him fairly quickly. You find him kind of like hiding behind one of these just a small stand where they were selling, where there's just a line of people buying some candied apples. But you find him easy enough, and he's just kind of like tucked away and looking a little confused at where he is.
I want to go up to him slowly.
He looks up to you and says, "I didn't mean to run. I got lost."
It's okay, Bureau. Let's go back to the Lost and Founds.
Is it because I'm lost?
Partially, yes, but it, Delagon is worried about you. We should go visit them, make sure, let them know that you're safe.
I didn't mean to take anything.
I know, sweetie. Yeah, I'm sure they're just a little worried because there's lots of things in Lost and Found that might not be nice.
Okay. Kind of like stands up.
They'll hold out their hands like, do you want to hold my hand as we go back so we don't get lost?
Yes, they take your hand.
Excellent. Okay, let's go.
And
Shell, the whole point of this was for the child to be lost so that we could claim them at the lost property later. If you found them, we can't take them as a prize. We went over this Tuesday.
But if we don't find them, we don't get to choose something for Lost and Found.
Shit, you're right. All right, new plan. You're going to sneak him into the lost property, and once we find him, we'll say, well, there he is in the lost property. We're going to claim our prize now.
I don't know if it'll work like that. Maybe we should ask
It,
this Delagon if it will.
Constantine, back me up here.
Well, if we find them, how can they truly be lost if they're not in the lost office?
Exactly, which is why we're going to sneak them inside, and thus when we find him, we get to claim a prize because they're inside the lost and found.
I don't know how to argue this.
I gotcha.
Let's just go back and we'll figure something out there.
Fine, I hope there's something good in there.
okay. So instead of kidnapping him,
It's not kidnapped, she gave him to us.
you do take him back to Dear Lagon, who does look quite relieved. But the tendril wraps around him and protectively draws him in. I'm sorry, child. But she looks over to the rest of you. You know what? For fun, everybody give me another perception check.
She ate the other child while we weren't looking.
9.
I'm really distracted by the potential prizes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that -3.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that in your first roll.
Alright. Alright. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So the only one who sees this is Shal. But you notice that the mirrored ball has been tucked aside again, but you also notice beside it, because it's not really hidden, but you do see a little a very old poster.
Whoa.
And
Ooh.
on it reads, Hydro 74 presents Star, a displacer beast kitten that loves adventuring in the Feywild.
What? Is the Hydro 4074 part supposed to be there?
No idea.
Okay.
Probably not.
I was like, that feels really out of place.
There is, yeah, probably.
It is, because Hydro 74 is a real artist. Okay. Good job, Roll20 and Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, they did the special edition cover art. That's That's why.
Gotcha.
Oh, they do all
Okay.
they do all the special edition cover art. They did the Icewind Dale one too.
Neat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that cover is really nice.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we supposed to be getting from this?
Let's see.
Because like it just broke the fourth wall for me. I'm sorry.
I'm going to pull up. Well, they don't have it. Okay, I'll just pull it up here. But Derlagon kind of sits down again, a bit more relaxed now. She looks to the three of you and says, "I am not usually prone to outbursts, but many years ago, it was my own cub that vanished from the carnival without a trace. My little one's name is Star. This is all I have to remember them by." As one of the tendrils kind of like rolls the mirrored ball.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry for your loss and their disappearance.
I would do anything to have them back. And she just kind of sadly noses the ball.
I hope they do return to you.
Yes, and if we find them, we will bring them back.
You see, there is a flick of her ear when you say that, and her eyes shift back over to use this year, and there's like a brief flicker of hope, but she kind of stares at you and says, "Do you mean that?"
Of course, we can't claim them as a prize from lost property after all.
The tendril that's wrapped around the mirrored ball lifts it up and extends the mirrored ball to you.
Wow, is this what we get to keep?
If you bring my little one back, you may have this.
We need to find that child.
And she'll let you take it. But she does there's just like that moment of hope that a broken-hearted mother would have. I'm concerned that that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are a bit on edge. If you truly are willing to investigate, then I don't advise confronting them directly, but if there is any information you can find on them, that would be on where my little one went, that would be very helpful. I would recommend sneaking into the staff area, and she just gives just gives you looks as you're knowing full well that you can get back there easily.
Yeah, I was like, why would I need to sneak in?
Well, your companions would have to sneak.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I suppose, but I could just say that they're crashing with me.
Fair point.
Mm-hmm. I have those from time to time.
I believe I promised you something, and she'll canter head towards the lost and found.
Yeah, we should go look for that. It's been a while. since you've had the thing, Con. So let's go take a look. And while we get ready to do that, we should go take a look at our own break time.
Yeah.
Once it's break time.
Break time.
Okay, alrighty.
Alrighty. So actually a little over, but I didn't want to
Sorry.
interrupt. No, I didn't want to interrupt your cool scene because it was a cool scene and it needed to be finished. But we can go on break and come back from break and see what's in the lost and found. It's probably a centaur.
Mhm.
Haha. Stage.
Wing monkey's my guess.
Yeah. Well, the centaurs because Striker's not here, but that was a funny joke.
Well, everybody can roll a d100 and see what you get.
Ooh, we each get a prize.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, we'll do that and talk about what we get when we come back. Everybody, get up. Take about 5 minutes, and then we can come back and resume this game. Boop. Brought to you by Grinding Coffee Co. Be sure to get that grinding coffee and the co and all of the good stuff.
Well, I'm not going to hang around to take you up on that offer, as it were. Biology being what it is, so
That's fine.
be back shortly.
Yep.
I'm guessing.
I'm also gonna run for a bit.
That's fine. Y'all are good. Just know your mics are candid and live when you get back. Ours is going to be.
How's everybody doing out there?
Oh, having fun.
Yeah.
This is Ooh. Definitely the sort of break the brain needed for this week. A little bit of Feywild insanity.
Oh, yeah. Let me get the right thingies open.
That's always a challenge of trying to keep the right tabs around, but somehow there's always one window too few.
Yeah. So right now I have 5 Firefox windows open.
Mm-hmm.
My primary one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 tabs open my primary.
Sounds about right.
The different campaign has another 7 tabs, then there's 2, then there's 1 and 1. Yeah. While I have a moment, I'm going to title my notes. Witchlight. Oh, that was very poor spelling. Have you ever been part of the game stream before?
I'm sorry, have I ever what before?
Like been a part of a stream D&D game before?
Oh, yeah. Not a party wipe. But a few various ones around the here and there channels. But no, I've hung out off and on various chats. Going back about 3 years or so for Party Wipe.
Okay.
So I'm sort of know the style. But it's good to finally be able to step in, as it were.
Yeah. This is my first D&D stream. I've done like some small personal streams, but this is my first actual game stream. It's like,
oh, cool!
So excited, so nervous, so excited, so nervous, so excited. Hey guys.
Regale us with the story.
Just saying that this is my first D&D game stream, so flipping back between excited and nervous, excited, nervous.
I mean, I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah, I can tell you that even after you've done it for years, that feeling is still there.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
Also, we have fresh apple pie that was made with our new oven. That was how we christened the oven. So,
Oh, that sounds nice.
Shae
Oh,
made it.
Oh, you're
God.
teasing me.
Yeah. Everyone lived vicariously through us eating pie during this game.
Yeah, I have apple cider, so fine.
Oh, hey, that's an acceptable substitute. So I'm gonna get my D100 roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I should do the same, shouldn't I?
Let's see what we got here. Also, I should roll it in character so that it comes up right. It's a sheer prashad. 57.
$34. Oh, cool.
I can tell by her laughter that we got good stuff.
You got
I think the entire table is probably just good stuff.
Sashir, you got 4 children. One.
Did I really?
One on each. One enjoying a different season on each side of a wooden top.
Huh. Well, I can't say that I'm disappointed. This is exactly what I asked for.
That's too
Wow.
perfect.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like,
That's too good. I love it. Thanks. I love
how many
it.
items had children in them?
Yeah. The souls
Gotta
of the
know now.
children are still inside.
Yep, a wooden top with 4 sides, each bearing the image of a child enjoying a different season. Have fun.
Oh, that is perfect.
Sorry, Shaw. What was Shaw's?
34.
34. You find a fake 3-dragon ante card depicting a fairy dragon. And Constantine 73.
Yep.
Constantine, you find a nunchuck sized for a pixie or sprite.
I'll hand that down to Shiny, I think.
Shiny reaches is perfect size for Shiny. Shiny reaches up and takes it. I'm gonna have to add a new weapon for them.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You may.
Oop. Are any of our items magical?
Do you want them to be magical?
I'm going to say yes, but that's just the player in me.
Yeah. Well, I will have to come up with things that they do.
Does mine summon 1d4 children to attack our enemies?
Possibly.
No, mine doesn't need to be magical, but
Yeah.
I'm content with my child abduction schemes.
Okay. I will have to come up with things for that later, but yeah, if you want them to be magical, they will have a faint, minor magic aura.
Awesome. Yeah.
Durladon will look to you all now, keeping a close eye on the 2 children that she is charged with keeping safe. Are you? I trust you all are satisfied with your prices.
I am for sure. Khan, did you find what you were looking for?
It appears that, well, as far as me and Shiner can tell, Wolfie isn't here, so
Oh. That's unfortunate.
A thorough inspection would yield no results.
Well, maybe in 72 years they'll reemerge from wherever they're hiding and end up here after all.
well, there's always hope.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that with it having, it was the feeling of it that drew me here this time around, so I think it will appear in time, when the time is right.
Oh, that's mysterious and oddly specific. I think you might be right.
We can only hope. And I guess continue to look.
So I can show you guys around. The next spot that's pretty cool and definitely worth looking is the dragonfly rides because you can get a high vantage point of everything. And plus, they're the only kind of dragons that won't eat you or steal all your gold.
I like that last part a lot.
Most people do. It's a real selling point. Could you imagine if the gatekeeper here was a dragon?
The price of tickets would probably go up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. We'd have to change the place to be named after the dragon. It would be called Disney World. Because it's so expensive to get in.
That is fair.
Don't forget, you can try and spy on our carnival owners.
Oh yeah, you guys could totally be sneaky. No one will ever suspect. I mean, did you want to do that now? I mean, we could totally just hang out and, just kind of casually look around for a while, but I mean, we could go right to just being sneaky.
Well, I think maybe.
I mean, do they? The sheer concept of time is questionable at best.
That's fair.
Yeah, we really have like tons of time. The carnival doesn't even close until next Wednesday, so
Ella's currently doing the mental rest it takes to try to find out what that would be in but not this year time.
I'm sorry?
So Chell's currently trying to do the mental arithmetic to find out what that would be in non-year time.
how time works in the Feywild.
Oh, you would remember that there is the Big Top Extravaganza at midnight, and the carnival's-
Approximately 28 hours from now.
Yep, approximately 28 hours from now, which it is 8, well actually at this point it was 8 o'clock p.m. when you entered,
Mm-hmm.
so by now, it's probably been like 45 to 45 minutes.
Okay, so roughly 3.5 hours to go till then.
Give or take 5.
Give or take 5.
Well, going on the dragonfly rides sounds like a good idea. As you say, just to get a lay of the land, as it were.
Mm-hmm. You can see most of the carnival from there.
Then we should go in there, then plan where we want to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and meanwhile, also, not only are we're looking for Wolfie, we're also looking for
A way into the Prismere.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's a really tall order. I imagine that we could certainly figure out how to do that for you. And if not, somebody around here definitely knows. Mm-hmm. 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 So, Dragonfly?
sure.
Sure.
I lead them to the Dragonflies.
Alright. So you all make your way to the dragonflies. You again see a number of very extravagant. One thing I forgot. There we go.
Oh, and I'm cutting us to the front of the lines every time.
Okay.
just because I have, just because I pretend like I'm working here, and then it's like, oh, got special guests coming through.
All right. As you all are moving along the path with someone on the inside escorting you, you do notice that the place seems quite lively, very happy and energetic, perhaps even a little bit more so than before. But you pass a number of other scenes. There's a series of elves on stilts who walk by in a line, 8 of them, each juggling a pair of 3 knives. Not on fire, though.
Hey, I told you guys you have to juggle them on fire. You're not going to captivate anybody with basic knives.
You notice that one of them has an apple mixed into the knives and is taking bites out of it every time it passes their face.
All right, admittedly, that is cool.
I feel like I should roll something. No, actually, give me a persuasion or intimidation check. Is that you?
Well, I'm nice, so I'm going to roll persuasion. 22.
Okay. Okay. One of them manages to. One of them puts one of their knives away and takes out a torch, giving you a thumbs up. And with their knives put away, takes a drink of something, and then as the others kind of start tossing their knives a little bit higher, he lets out a gout of flame as he breathes through this torch, and
Woo.
now all the knives are on fire.
Ooh.
There we go, that's better.
I had to make sure they didn't drop anything either.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about.
The one with the apple is like, oh, because
No. Set the apple on fire, too.
they're like tossing it as soon as it's in their hands, so they don't get burned.
But if you set the apple on fire, too, you'll have a cooked snack.
Sorry, I'm trying not to eat too much, but this is delicious. All right. And you all make your way to the dragonfly rides, where you see there are very huge lily pads that rest on the surface of a pool, glistening with phosphorescent algae. The giant dragonflies are using the lily pads as landing platforms. Some of them buzzing overhead loudly with very vibrant wings, kind of like stained glass windows. Alighting briefly to drop off and pick up new excited passengers. Near the entrance, there is a small smiling tree. This tree kind of like turns your way and beckons you over. There's also a red squirrel that clings to its canopy, peering at you suspiciously.
I wave to the squirrel.
He narrows his eyes.
Hi, Jeff.
And then as you approach this tree with this red squirrel in it, he looks to you. The red squirrel looks to you and says, "I told you I like being called Red."
Hi, Red Jeff.
More handouts.
Let's see.
There you go.
Can I call you Jefe Roja? Or Rojo, excuse me. Jefe Rojo? That's Red Jeff.
Can't you just call me Red?
I am calling you Red, but I'm including Jeff because it's your name.
What, can't you just use my stage name if I were working?
I'm trying to compromise with you, Jeff.
Well, excuse me.
You're excused.
Alright, Ashar.
Wow, that is just... You know what? Fine. I'm gonna talk to the tree now.
The tree looks to you and just says, hello, Zashir.
See? He can get my name right. They...
You know the mess, Northwind.
Northwind, have we established your pronouns?
Well, I'm a tree.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I am they, them.
Oh, me too. Awesome. High five. I high five the tree because it has hands.
Are you in need of anything?
We were going to go on the dragonflies.
And Red Jet kind of crosses his paws and says, "You wouldn't be sneaking these guys in now, would you?" I saw
We have
you
tickets.
in front of the line with some tickets.
Well, they're not being snuck in. They're just getting to the front of the line. Technically, they're still standing in line just like everyone else, just at the front. We're following the rules.
Make a persuasion check.
16.
Okay. Alright, but you get in trouble, it's not my fault.
How would I get in trouble? We're following the rules. They had to stand in line just like everyone else.
See, and Northman kind of like reaches out for with like a little hole puncher. Let me mark your tickets.
Thank you, Northwind.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much. I'll hold out her ticket.
And you'll punch a hole in each of your tickets. You will now have used up one of your
Oh crap, I totally forgot about that. How many of those do you have?
I have 7 left now.
Ah, shoot. That means we gotta be really particular about how many times we go on the dragonflies.
Well, I've got a few. We might be able to cross clip.
I mean, you don't want to miss out on the gondola swans either.
That might be a good way to get around my old bent knees aren't quite what they used to be. Although I can still swing a good jig if need be.
Perfect. The pixies always love a good jig.
It's true. They very much enjoy dancing and decorating my canopy.
It looks lovely.
Very nice.
Thank you. very large, very vibrant dragonflies. I do.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Whoa!
How big they are.
Wait, hold on. Do we get to shoot stuff off of these giant dragonflies? The picture they gave indicated that I could shoot things on a dragonfly.
Oh, dear.
Doesn't mean you should.
I didn't even realize dragonflies could be a mount in this game. That's kind of awesome.
These ones they can.
That is cool.
Should be a dwarf riding it. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so you all move forward, stepping forward as a few other these large dragonflies kind of like land. Obviously trained. They are ready to take you up, and you all are each able to. Do you get on your own dragonflies or?
Yes.
Okay. So you each take one of these dragonflies before the wings start buzzing, and they all start to take off. And you notice that there's a number of them just flying in a figure eight over the ponds. As this begins, though, you do notice that or you all start to hear shouts of alarm and a scream as another dragonfly prematurely takes off. On its back, you do see a middle-aged dwarf, only half strapped into to this harness his bright blue beard just starts flying in the air. Everybody, give me a perception check. Okay.
Ooh, 3.
Okay.
Decent. 7.
Piece of perception, one sec. Sheet. There it is. I'm good at these, I say before rolling. 9.
Alright. Let's just find out if they're rolling natural one. Oh no. You all don't see anything. You all are caught up in this moment of a dwarf dangling by the leg, almost out of this harness that is flying, that is caught in this dragonfly that has just taken off. What would y'all like to do?
Can I guide my dragonfly? Or does it just fly on a set path?
Would you like to try it?
Yeah, essentially, gotta try to get my dragonfly to go closer to their dragonfly.
Okay. Make an animal handling.
Go on, +1. 10.
10. You try try to steer the dragonfly that you're mounted on closer to this one where the sword is dangling. Hangling, I made a new word. And unfortunately, as you try to urge this dragonfly closer, there's just this it just buzzes nervously, trying to keep to his path, like he doesn't want to bump into this erratic one of its erratic companions.
How high up are we?
You are at a height of 20 feet.
Oh, okay. How far away would you say my dragonfly is from their dragonfly?
What are you trying to do?
I just want to know my distance before I do it.
Well, we don't really have a map, so I'll say...
Am I within 30 feet?
Only 24 feet.
Okay, that's close enough. I am going to Misty Step to the other dragonfly.
Alright.
Boop.
Easy enough. You misty stepped right over and onto the back of this more erratic one. What do you do?
Hey, just hang in there. I'm gonna try and get it under control.
I don't want to die.
That's fine. You just don't let go, okay?
I'm hanging by my foot.
I mean, if you do let go, turn yourself into like a cannonball and aim for the water. Or point your toes down and clench your butt cheeks, because you don't want the water to go up in there.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm good at those. No, I'm good at performance. But hey, 18.
Alright, he kind of like looks at you nervously and just kind of nods.
Okay, now I'm gonna try and get the dragonfly under control.
Other animal handling.
Sure could use a person trained in animal handling. 9. Oh god.
Oh dear.
We both crash.
Yep. The dragonfly starts to move up and down. It starts to get a little bit higher. It's just still spooked and nervous. Constantine like to do anything.
Constantine is going to pick up Shiny.
Okay.
And then, given that we're all wearing fairy wings, is going to try to maneuver his dragonfly over the distressed dragonfly, and is basically going to drop Shiny onto the dragonfly from above with a command or with a suggestion of do what you can to calm him down. On the basis that Shiny has got speak with animals if need be, and, well, yes, hope for general famous. Actually,
I mean, he doesn't have to speak with animals, but
true.
he does have something else there.
He does. Did he have animal control? I
No.
forget. Animal friendship. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. He's got fairy fire.
drop Shiny down, who gives another salute, now with the nunchucks. And,
Absolutely.
yeah. And as he falls, giant dragonfly. So wisdom save. That's a failure. He rolled a 4. So this dragonfly is charmed. Now, if you want Shiny to go ahead and give either persuasion or animal handling at advantage to calm this creature down, as it is still nervous. And you see that Shiny is kind of like lands on his back and is clearly muttering something.
The animal is wisdom, persuasion is charisma. Let's see what that gives.
Say 19.
So 19, yep. For persuasion.
Yep. So there's a brief moment that passes, and Zashir, you notice as this beast is starting to get higher, you feel it start to level out and calm down.
Oh, hey, it's working. Good job.
And starts to move to land. The dwarf safely hitting the lily pad before kicking his foot free.
Good news. We didn't die.
That's good. Didn't want to.
Me neither. Living is pretty great.
Yeah. He kind of sits up. Don't know what happened. It just started panicking.
Did you eat anything funny?
The dwarf kind of like shrugs. I don't know.
Well, the important part is you're not dead.
It's really good. But as he kind of like sits up, like he stands up and dusts himself off. You also notice, do you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
You hear the Berganoff whispering to this dragonfly, and this dragonfly just kind of buzzing back. But you pick up a few words. Berganoff asks you, what happened? And like looks up, waiting for Constantine. Since Berganoff comes by.
Shiny, why did Dragonfly go get scared?
Dragonfly gets scared. Heard sudden words. Frightened. A small one. Woman ran off.
Small one. Can they give us any more description of the woman?
Bring mountains down. Ask the question. Dragonfly buzzes a bit. Brown folk, very old.
I mean, that brown cloak is a fairly inconspicuous color choice. That's not going to really narrow it down much for us. Alright. I suppose we'll do what we can.
Did we see anybody with the dwarf when a dragonfly went off, or was that for our perception check?
I'm sorry?
Uh, when the dragonfly first started to act all weird, did we see anybody else with the dwarf? Or was the dwarf just riding by himself?
The
Well,
dwarf
it's trying to
was-
ride by
The
himself.
dwarf was trying to ride by himself.
Okay.
He was flying stag, if you catch my meaning.
You all do notice that the small red squirrel does come bounding up.
Hey,
along
somebody
the-
almost died. Do we get a refund?
I can't unpunch tickets.
Yeah, but you tried to punch their ticket, so...
And that's a good point. And Northwind does like slowly reach down and extend another ticket to this lord. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm glad. I'm glad these folks were able to help me out.
Glad we were able to help you out as well.
More than happy to help.
Northwind, has things like this been happening a lot lately?
Things like
It was a little strange that he almost fell.
and then
Yeah, like-
the squirrel kind of bites her instead of little things popping up around the carnival. He asked me, I think someone's causing trouble.
Huh. We should kill them. I mean, find out who did it and deal with the problem.
That'd be helpful.
Does somebody have a grudge against Carnival that you know of, or is it just mischief, really?
Been getting reports about different things. Like it's always like it's a different person.
That's not good. It's very hard to find the culprit.
Yes.
How long has it been going on for?
I'm sorry.
How long has it been going on for?
The Northwind kind of pipes up. It's been happening last few days.
Wait, is it 2 days or 2 day?
2 days.
It started today, but also happened the day before.
Yes. This is technically true.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I told him. It's exactly what you said.
But what else has happened that you know of?
You see Northwind's Trent eyes kind of like light up, and Red Jeff just kind of like face palms with a little paw. This one little now he's gonna go on, and Northwind says, "Mr. Witch and Mr. Light aren't the Carnival's original owners, you know. They're not even from Feywild. But it matters not an inch. We're all one big happy family here. And the carnival can't run without Mr. Witch's pocket watch. I hope he never loses it. And there's nothing Mr. Light likes more than a sea of smiling faces. If the carnival's happy, he's happy. And this small trend just goes on about the carnival. Before, this was run by an Eladrin. The Eladrin are from Feywild. They traded carnivals.
I'm almost
Did they-
afraid to ask why.
They both wanted to try different carnivals for a change. The two of them passed once before, and they made a pact that they would take over and run each other's carnivals. And then when they meet again in the future, they will arrange to resume taking over the carnival that they were originally in charge of. That's okay too, but would be a long time, or no time at all, depending on when the planes cross again. The other carnival is from the Shadowfell. It is a much more dreary carnival than this carnival. This carnival is much brighter and not as monochrome as the other carnival.
Fascinating.
Would you like to know about the carnival's original owner? She was an Eladrin.
You specified
Sure.
that already.
What was her name?
I need to look up her name. I don't remember it.
He says, digging into his tree stump.
Here we go. Ah. They were under different names. They owned. But they could not agree on which carnival was the better of the two. That's why they swapped it. The Eladrin's name was Isolde. She was the one who ran this carnival. It was originally the Shadow King Carnival. Was originally run by the two Shadar Kai that now run this one.
You said that already.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, this one's definitely more lighthearted. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light took their names when they took this carnival.
What were the names before?
Their names were, I believe, Nerix Crumple and
You know what? You know what? Don't tell me. I like Mr. Witch and Mr. Light far better, and I've known them each for at least 500 years that way, and I don't want to change it now.
Oh, I don't think they want to change it either. They seem much happier with this carnival.
I mean, yeah, they're not in the Shadowfell.
Yes, but Isolde seemed very insistent. I remember she was eager to try out this new carnival too. She could be scary sometimes with her flaming sword.
Oh. I have one. I mean, I have a few of those for show, but not.
Yes, hers was terrifying.
Get me that sword.
Well, that might be hard because she's in the Shadowfell somewhere.
Guys, I know where we're going next.
We'll put it on the list.
Put it on the list. I'll hold you to that. In 7 weeks, we need to be there.
Originally, she was the one who had a pact with Sibilna.
No, who's
Yes.
that?
Sibilna is the one who originally made this carnival.
So
Oh,
there's a third order.
Good Lady of Light.
You know the Lady of Light.
An acquaintance of ours has asked us to look for her.
Yes, she dwells in Prismere. She is the ruler there.
I mean, I know who she is, but for my two new friends who are new here, why don't you tell them who she is?
Let me tell you all about Sibilna. Sibilna is a wonderful fae, an archfey in fact. She is the one who rules Prismere, and she created the carnival. This carnival, in fact, to be able to allow travelers to pass between her realm and the prime material plane.
Fascinating.
Yes. I do not know where, but somewhere there is a Fey crossing into her world. I have not been there for a very, very, very long time.
So say you were to remember how to get there, you would tell a couple of cool people like us how to do it.
Oh
because-
yes. If I were to remember somehow how to get there, I would be excitedly telling everyone to visit her wonderful realm of delight.
Well, not everyone. Us. You're gonna tell the three of us.
Why wouldn't I tell everyone?
You know what? You would tell us first.
But what if I cannot find you first?
Could you keep it secret and keep it safe?
Oh, I'm very terrible at keeping secrets.
Then you can tell Red, and Red can come find us.
I will tell Red first. Red is always with me.
There you go. And then Red will keep it a secret and not tell anyone but us.
Alright. After I tell Red, I will tell everybody else while he
No,
keeps it a
no,
secret.
no, 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 no. We had a pact. You can't tell anyone. Just
the
Red.
fact is that I tell Red first.
Yes, and then tell no one, because Red is going to tell
I
us.
do not remember that tell no one.
You promised
Just
me
to
your
tell
first
them
acorns
first.
if you were to keep this a secret.
My first acorns?
Mm-hmm.
Have they come in yet?
I hope so.
Red Jeff just kind of like does like a side stare. I may have
Huh. So it sounds like you have no bargaining power for this pact, which means you have to not tell anyone except for Red.
That does not make sense.
It makes perfect sense when you don't think about it. Persuasion
But
14.
I am thinking about it.
Persuasion 14. I'm trying to trick this guy.
Alright.
I'm trying to get him all tricked up.
Let's see, where are you?
Oh god.
Let's see if you can trick this poor young friend.
This young, impressionable sapling.
Where is a young impressionable sapling? Where are you? So many people. So many people. Wait a minute, here you are. Alright. Insight. Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
He goes,
I can see it. He got a 1.
yes. He goes, oh, that sounds exactly like something I have said. Well, I will do my utmost best to tell Red and then keep it a secret as best I can. And he extends his hand.
Excellent.
Do you shake his hand?
No,
Okay.
maybe. I consider it. And I say, remember, if you break this pact,
Then I give you my first acorns.
no, you become a real boy.
I become a real boy? But my pronouns are they, them.
You become a real non-binary.
Okay.
So this was fun. Why don't we keep moving, guys?
Yeah, why don't we check out the staff area? See if we can't find out more things that have happened lately.
It's been, I think at this point, probably an hour and a half since we first arrived.
We've spent at least 2 hours talking to this tree, and
I would love to spend more hours talking to you.
listen, big guy, I would be here all the way until next Thursday, but the carnival is done tomorrow.
Oh, well that sounds very sad. I do enjoy the carnival. I don't want it to be done.
I can't really confirm that being true.
And Red just like looks up and says it's not true, buddy.
It's
well,
not.
That's good.
Yeah. No. It's definitely over in an hour.
Carnival. Oh. Anyway, which real sad now.
Mm.
This poor
We gotta go.
natural one
Bye.
gullible baby
Bye.
Nice being you two. Bye, Northwind. Bye,
It
Red.
was a wonderful pleasure meeting you. How long is an hour?
At least 3.
Okay.
That's not wrong, and I hate it.
Where do you all go?
I'll let one of them choose now.
Constantine, anything jumping out at you?
Well, I'm sort of torn between trying to find a likely Prismere entrance, so it's a portal thing. I don't know, it could be in the mirrors, so many places it could be. The Hall of Illusions sounds sort of interesting, but that I get that's not everybody's cup of tea, as it were, whether it's bubble pop or not. But yeah, we could pop over and take see if there's any. It's early. There might be somebody hanging around the staff area that we could have a word with and see if they might know. Well, either whether there's a Prismere entrance somewhere, or there's any more rumors about Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and their
And possibly the missing star.
well, yes. Well, I think all these missing people. I wonder if maybe they've taken a turn and are in the Grey Carnival. Just seems everything is sort of leading in that direction in a way.
That is a possibility.
If Sevlina might have gone there with the swapping of the carnivals. So I think if we can find Sevlina, she can probably do quite a bit to help us find everything that's been lost.
Yeah, because they'd be the original owners, so they definitely know where the entrance to the Prismere is.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is we'd probably have to find the entrance to the Prisma to get to Sevlina too. Assuming that, yeah, I don't know. But how about we go over towards the direction of the staff area, and we can always say that we were trying to head down towards, say, the Hall of Illusions and took the wrong turn around the big top. If we get caught.
That sounds good to me.
I like it. Let's go. I'll show you the way.
Alright. So you all start to make your way through the festival. Passing by the tasting orchard, the carousel, where
There's so much good stuff.
where a half woman, half horse games out. You pass by the Misty Lake and slip into Big Top with the staff area in the
Oh,
back.
hold on, hun. Everything just locked up for me.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. I think it's good now.
But, so folks are allowed to enter the Big Top without paying your ticket punch. Inside, the roof of this tent is reaching right up towards the night sky in three swooping peaks, topped with spinning golden stars. Painted wood panels are on the tent walls that whirl with colorful motion displaying vibrant circus performances. There's the sound of music and laughter that drifts out through the canvas door. Someone like to roll me a D8.
D8.
It's not quite midnight yet. Great. Currently, in the Big Top, there are a few people kind of all cheering, but they all have they're all like leaning, kind of like gathered up really close and leaning as forward as they can get. In the center of one of these peaks, there are a series of pixies that are riding in chariots that are drawn by weasels as they all race.
Well, this is a bit more exciting than snail racing.
Are you kidding? Snail racing is amazing. If you're lucky, you can get up to 2 miles an hour.
I will say I've never seen pixies race ferrets before.
It's pretty wild. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that we have like a job to do, but if you really wanted to go, do the snail racing or the pixie racing, I'm fine with it. It's not time to go to the Big Top yet.
We could go to the staff area behind it, really.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, I could take you there anytime. You don't have to go down. All right, come on.
All right.
Very reluctantly, they're gonna guide these two past and very stealthily.
All right. Everybody, roll me a stealth check.
Good start. And that leaves me. Trained in it.
All right. More successes than failures.
Dang.
So you're able to slip them by. As you head backstage towards the dressing room, it's a smaller area, but there are 2 Witchlight hands like yourself, just kind of standing guard by the room. But they appear completely distracted as they bicker over over the appeal of different acts. One of them was like, I really thought that the Firefly Circus was the best, and the other was, no, it's the fire breathers. With the methods, you remember the methods, right? And they're just.
I'm going to very quietly add in as we're walking by. It's definitely the sword jugglers that set them on fire.
Yeah, it's the sword jugglers that set them on fire. You all are able to sit.
Thumbs up to
sit
me
there.
too.
Yeah. So in the back room, the dressing room is a scene of colorful clutter, tables strewn with makeup kits and flash jewelry, mirrors, trimmed with glowing orbs of light, chests and drawers and wardrobes, all spilling over with different garments.
So this is it. I gesture.
And further towards the back, sorry, you guys can go while I'm pulling this information.
Oh, this is it, guys. Take a look around. Feel free to get whatever it is you're hoping to find. And if anybody asks, I didn't bring you here. I mean, I definitely encouraged it, but you held me at gunpoint, so I had to comply.
What's a gun?
It's a thing that they make in another plane. It's the Lantanese gnomes use smoke powder to shoot heated metal through barrels. It's incredibly destructive, and do not let any artificers tell you otherwise.
Okay, I'll keep that noted.
Yeah, it's real important that you don't do that. Real important. There was this elf once that had one. She basically killed a vampire lord with it and a grenade that channeled light.
You used the gun to shoot the light grenade?
You know, that would have been a much cooler use of it, but no. Could you imagine, though?
You all would know, or Celsior, you would know that the wagons toward the back, one of them in particular, belongs to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Since it's not midnight, they're likely still there. But
Yeah, and that's their personal alone time. I'm not going to interrupt them.
You could try to listen in, maybe?
Try to what?
Listen in, maybe?
Oh, I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. Listen, I'm not going to stop you. You know, it's just that they're Shadar-kai, so they're into some stuff. Alright, come on, let's go take a listen.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I go ahead and guide them up.
Alright. Guiding them up. Everybody give me another stealth check.
Okay,
14.
getting better.
Alright.
Natural 20.
20s. Alright.
Double natural.
Double.
I am the wind.
You all are able
Wait,
to.
where's the here going?
You all are able to slip up. There is a bugbear kind of like guarding the outside, but you all slip past, like off the side of the wagon where one of the windows is open, and you do hear a couple of voices going off saying, "I don't know what else to do," and then another is. everybody give me perception checks to see how much more you catch.
16?
Wow.
16.
9.
Shell, you're having trouble kind of like picking up since with her voice is kind of low, but Zashir and Constantine, you both hear the hourglass of heaven really is taking me with her. As long as we keep our heads down, keep people safe, we'll be fine. Let's make sure we're ready for the big event tonight. Yes, we don't want to worry yourself too much. Enjoy the rest of the conversation just kind of just small talk from there.
Huh.
Hmm.
So something is going on for sure.
And they're really worried about it. They said something had a grip on them or something.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the Eladrin coming back for revenge. That seemed like the most plausible assumption to make.
Well, it makes sense she'd want to come back to her own carnival.
Yeah.
How about we sneak away from the wagon and talk? And talk.
I'm sorry?
Let's say, how about we sneak away from the wagon and then talk?
Yeah, no, that's probably best. They might hear us from here. I mean, they might hear us if we're here.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Did you hear that, darling?
No, you didn't hear anything.
I'm sorry, I was busy.
Cool, let's get out of here before they recognize us.
Alright.
Hey, so we're at the 3-hour mark.
Are we?
Yeah.
We are. This was a good
Oh.
place to call it then.
It flew by. So
Y'all picked up some good information, so
everything's coming up Millhouse.
yeah. God, like all these places are so great, and I wish you could visit them all.
We have time for snail racing.
Mm.
It'll never live up to dinosaur racing, but we can try it.
Right.
What if
Does
it's,
look like it.
what if it's just the dinosaur racing from Tomb of Annihilation, just slower?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you everybody who stopped by and donated bits and gave us hosting. Y'all are fabulous and we love you. And we'll just give everybody a chance to do their outros. So we'll go in reverse order to the best of my ability to remember, which I do believe we started with what?
Dougler with that.
Dougler Woodley first.
Yeah.
Okay, I am Dougler93. Yeah, I do some of my own streams on my own channel. Thank you guys for having me. Looking really forward to next week's.
Yeah. Next week for the Dukes. How about Stefan?
It's been my joy to be Uncle Kostya. I'm Stefan, RQ Stefan is the handle. Sometime host Friday Frights or any other Call of Cthulhu-ish weekday on various channels if I'm not lurking around heckling from the chat. So looking forward to see where this goes next week.
And Shae, why don't you go ahead and do yours and then I'll close this out.
I will do that, but before I do, I just noticed that there is a wild magic surge
Fuck
that
yeah, let's
needs
do
to
it.
happen. So,
Oh dear.
I didn't even realize he redeemed it for a wild magic.
yes. So, who would like to roll it?
I feel like Stefan should, since it was his tradition to do them beforehand.
Oh gosh, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, now the shoe's on the other foot.
Ooh, that's what happens.
Just say, I'm
Seth,
caught on by my own petard. That's a 30.
30.
It was only a D100 though. Did you want him to do the special one?
Yeah, do you want to do the special one that has more stuff in it? Or
Oh, sure.
okay. Well, 1D 220.
Wait, is that the? Okay, I thought you could break up the D10,000 charge for Wild Magic
God,
Surge.
No,
Oh, no.
That's a lot.
That's a lot if you can die instantly.
Yeah.
That is a
That's
lot of terrifying, yes.
85. Alright, 85, 85, 85. Here we are. As you all are making your way back into the big top tent on your way out, this year you're leading them, so you walk through, followed by your old blink dog, and then Shell follows closely behind with her cat following, and then as Constantine walks by, Shiny pauses for a minute as Constantine walks by again, and then does a double take as Constantine walks by again, and Constantine walks by again. You have cast mirror illusion on yourself.
Hooray!
So there are 4 Constantines for the next hour.
That could play to our benefit.
Yeah, it really could.
Enjoy that.
Pretty great. Go ahead and outro for us, baby.
Yep. Thank you very much for that surge, Shane. All right. Hello, everyone. I am Shae the Fey on Twitch and Twitter. You can find me there. I do art stuff. I'm open for commissions. I'm trying to get back to my streams, but I keep getting caught up in things like making apple pie.
Worth it.
Worth it. So it's been a lot of it's been a lot of busyness during the day, but hopefully I'll be able to pull up my Twitch tomorrow and get back to it. That's really about it. You can find me here. Actually, you know what? I'll let you guys know. I'm looking to start up another game on my channel once it starts going again. Probably in November.
Cool.
That's me.
Alright. Hi, I'm Renus Party Wipe Games. You're watching our channel, Party Wipe Games, where we do a number of variety tabletop RPG games. Tomorrow, you will catch Shae and I over on Valdriant's channel, where I will be the storyteller for a mass campaign, and she is one of the many students slash superheroes that will be taking part in it. She also did all the wonderful artwork for that show, so if you want to see some of Shae's great artwork in the form of the superheroes that will be partaking in the game, that is that. Also, Saturday, we will be back for more 5th edition, where we play our good friend Shane's homebrew campaign of The Winter's Gate. And Sundays, we do Savage Worlds, World War II, where you have to form a resistance against fascist drow that are an analog for Underdark Nazis. And we are a resistance movement to fight them. And Mondays, I run Alien RPG over on Weave the Tale. Tuesday, we will hopefully get started on our Vampire the Masquerade campaign. And Wednesdays is Tomb of Annihilation. It's a busy week for us, me in particular, because I have stuff booked for every day. What is sleep? That being said, we're going to go raid Diesel Shot, because they're over playing the Fallout RPG game. So go over there, give them some love, tell them we said hi, and Dido, don't worry about it. You had important stuff to do. So just, relax and enjoy the rest of your evening as best you can. Have a great night, everybody. We love you. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
Night.
Alright, gang, we clear.